I don't really know how I wanna go through this video, but I I guess this is more of a how to um how to ignore the unnecessary thoughts uh, of other people. So like now, first let's be real. Being able to take constructive criticism is a good thing, but l- let's also be for real. Most of it you can just ignore. You can take it lightly, consider it maybe, but most of it doesn't matter. And I say this because if you have a dream, if you have a goal, people will come at you for it. There are various reasons why. They may be scared that you will, fuck up your life somehow because of it. Most of the time, it's because they themselves were never able to follow their own dreams and to purely focus on that alone and just cut out the distractions, right? They were not able to do that, and they are still not able to. Here's the thing, you can't really stop them from talking. You want them, and I want that as well. But at some point, and hopefully as soon as possible, you will have to learn to just sit there, just listen to them talk, and just not like just show your resentment towards what they are saying, but l- learn to end that conversation. Because, well, what value does it hold if it's someone who you trust and understand that they also have actual experience in, chasing something big? Well, then that is fine. They will more often than not give you constructive criticism, which means that they will share things they have learned through their experience to hopefully help you maybe not make the same mistakes that they did. That is good, that is fine, but that is rare. Most people, like I said, they're hating. And I have went through that so many times already, even though I haven't been really doing this for long enough. Um, and I still have to listen people ask the same exact questions that they asked the last time they spoke to me. Uh, Things like, um, have you considered applying for a job or for a university? Have you been thinking about this and that. And like, you already asked me this. You should remember that. And you know, yeah, things happen, people forget, but if you really care what you ask, you're gonna remember the fucking answer. And since they don't, well, then they don't even care, and that's the thing. I am trying to do something that has not been done in our bloodline ever, right? It looks stupid, it sounds stupid, it probably is stupid, but just because I understand social media better than you do, that does not mean that I should listen to you. Just because you're older or you've done something else in your life. I get that, but I genuinely do not care, and I suggest every single one of you watching right now to just stop giving a fuck. And I'm not saying to ghost and ignore every single person. All I'm saying is have a standard and understand that nobody in this world can tell you what to fucking do with your life. Most of you here, pretty much all of you, let's be honest, your goal is not something immoral. Well, if I have to give an example, you know, maybe if you're a woman or something and you for some reason would want to get popular on the fucking you know what website. So as long as you get this like not fucked up and won't ruin people's lives and whatever, and your own and the people around you especially, then everything you want to do is fine. Like, okay, think about this. How many people have lived and are yet to be born and that exist right now who will be and are told that they should stop, they should do like everyone else does, get a job and just live like that, to play it safe. Everyone's excuse is that you should play it safe. Now, to explain this, how much money, how much happiness, how much comfort has playing it safe giving you? Well, money, not much. Happiness, it's debatable. There's too much nuance to really say. Comfort, probably a lot. Why? Because you're staying in your comfort zone. You know, if all you have to do is wake up early, go to work, and come back and do this year by year, well, there's no risk involved. You get paid, but you don't really do shit else with your life. So most people's best case scenario, or most people's average, is this: if by some reason, I don't even know what, if somehow you and I fail miserably, like I don't know what needs to happen, but let's say theoretically that happens. Our worst case scenario is most people's average life, maybe even the best life. Now that sounds awesome, right? Because if we pull this off, which we will, stop saying if, idiot. When we pull this off, what happens then? You made it, right? Of course, you still have to work your ass off to maintain it and to grow more, but you're there, and then you will realize that none of this criticism, none of this hate, none of these comments and stupid questions and aggravated reactions ever mattered. None of them. Now, again, I really want to emphasize this, that you shouldn't just ignore and ghost people just because they like. You have to understand that they just they don't know better. I had to stop for a bit. Where was I? Oh yeah. So those people just don't know any better. They grew up in a way where they didn't have this exposure that we have on, this social media stuff, those TikTok videos of people driving their dream cars and buying houses and just making hella money. They did not see that, and they settled for something else, which is fine. If they truly like how they live, which most of the time is a lie, they don't, well then fine. I mean, not everyone's life has to be some sort of a huge, like, I don't know. Hold on a second, I need to go for a bit.
The next one is bound to be breathtaking.
Anyway, before I forget what else I wanted to say, I'll just say this. Let's say you listen to everyone. Let's say that every hate, every doubt that they say, whoever it is, your friends, they shouldn't be your friends. Your parents, well, it is what it is. Whoever it is, if you consume every single, or even most of, or half of their, hate, critiques and thoughts and whatnot, if you consume that, you essentially are weakening your mind, which means that the more you give in, the harder it will be to stay disciplined. The harder it will be to stick with what you are trying to do. The harder it will be to basically be there for yourself. It will be much harder to, how do I say this, to stand for who you are and who you want to be. So again, you don't have to listen to really anyone, because every single one of us is different in a way where no matter what we go through, even if the very thing in essence is the same, we still get different thoughts, different feelings, different reactions. We understand things differently. So obviously our paths are going to be different. Our mindset is going to be different. One of us is weaker while the other is stronger. One of us will take longer while the other will make it sooner. One of us will make more mistakes and the other will make less. What I'm trying to say is that when you listen to others, other people's perspective on your life, at the end of the day, it's just their perspective. They're not you. They have never lived a single nanosecond of your life.
Be kind, rewind.
The most, like, they don't know you like they think they do. Like, you can live with someone forever. You can document every single thing they do, and you will still know less than they do. Because to achieve great things that are not average, you will look a bit crazy. You will have to take a lot of risks, and it's just how it will be. You have a vision, and they don't. You see something that they cannot. And well, that's just how it is. Some will try and will fail and will quit. Some will not try at all. Some won't even think about it. And some will think about it, try, fail, try again, fail, try again, and succeed, you know. Someone has to. Since a lot of people, like I said, will
You know where to
quit
find me, driver?
or not even try, well, then someone has to succeed, and that may as well be us. So yeah, that's my thoughts on listening to people who know nothing about you or your goals.
All right,
And you know what?
let's
They
move
don't
the
have
next
to.
objective.
It's actually way better to only tell it to those who you really trust and those who actually understand you. There's really no benefit in saying it in general, but like, it's best to keep it hidden from most people. I think even Einstein said something like this. I don't remember the exact quote, but anyway, that is about it. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Let me know what you are working on and how far you're in it. And I will see you next time.